climb the greatest heights, jump down and have a fight, and that's all we'll ever like. But that can never change my mind. When it's good, it's amazing. When it's bad, it's uneasy. I wouldn't have it another way. There's no other way. Yeah. When it hurts like this, ever like, ever like, ever like, ever like, ever like, ever like, when it hurts like this, ever like, ever like, ever like, ever like, when it hurts like this. We hold each other high, but we fall 1,000 times. But I'd never say goodbye or ever leave this stuff behind. When it's good, it's amazing. When it's bad, it's uneasy. I wouldn't have it another way. There's no other way. Yeah. When it hurts like this, ever like, ever like, ever like, ever like, ever like, ever like, when it hurts like this, ever like, ever like, ever like, ever like, ever like, when it hurts like this.
And if you're out loud, if you are down low, and if you're out low,
In a city, still so far from home. I've searched for you all my life. Cast out like a shadow, racing towards the light. I pray to see you one more time. city nights and satellites. When I'm old and losing sight, carry me home all through the night. I need your love, I need your light, like city nights and satellites. When I'm old and losing sight, carry me home all through the night.
You are what I waited for. Oh, you make me touch the sky when I'm down. 'Cause when I'm with you, I'm fine. When you go, I'm sad. I like my life with you. Oh, 'cause you're one love, one love. And then I say lies, you're the one I'll hurt, I'll hurt. You make me feel alive, I feel crazy. They make me smile, smile. Feel like I can't lie, lie. One love, one love. And then I say lies, I feel crazy. And I say lies, I feel crazy. You are what I waited for. Oh, you make me touch the sky when I'm down. 'Cause when I'm with you, I'm fine. When you go, I'm sad. I like my life with you. Oh, 'cause you're one love, one love. And then I say lies, you're the one I'll hurt, I'll hurt. You make me feel alive, I feel crazy. They make me smile, smile. Feel like I can't lie, lie. One love, one love. And then I say lies, I feel crazy.
Okay, hello everybody and welcome back to another Valorant Campbell live stream. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have Valorant, of course, normally scheduled programming, watching VH Nitro, and ladies and gentlemen, we are good to go. So without hesitation, we're going to jump right into this match. And ladies and gentlemen, we might have a guest tonight. Let me see real quick. No, nothing yet, no word yet, so it might just be me for tonight. But watching this Nitro roster, never know what to expect from them. Looks like we have Little Ben, aka Jammer7 on the Rays. Next up we have Raptor, aka Colin on the Clove. We have Big Ben, aka Unstoppable on KO. We have Forgetful Gamer, aka Caden on the Cypher. And last, but most certainly not least, we have Ethan, aka Not That Dumb, on the Phoenix. Ladies and gentlemen, we are all locked in, ready to go, just waiting for the collab team to lock in their final player. Anticipate that this is going to be a pretty good match. These ranks are actually pretty similar. Everything's about the same. So soon as this final agent locks in, we'll talk about their comp a little bit and see how this game is going to go. Nitro starting on defense first. This is definitely the side that they want to be starting on. It'll be interesting to see how they start out, though. Starting, we see the Waylay pick. We see Jet. We see Cypher. We see Sage. And we see KO. Waylay being the new agent. Nothing really surprising here. Definitely have to keep an eye on that Waylay. See what they're capable of. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Nitro starting off hot. Alright, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Had to take a quick step away, fix some technical issues, but we are back now. Still currently waiting for this bye phase to end. And it looks like we're going to set up a little bit here. A 2-2-1 kind of split here. Looks like we could have some noise A site. Little Ben going to hold it down, wait for his team to come out. We're going to see the Waylay dash and the recall. But Little Ben's going to get the kill with his grenade. Colin going to follow it up with another. Ethan on a crazy flank here. Let's see if we can find any. Colin gets called out long. Ethan tries to clean up the kill. And Big Ben gonna clean it up, giving Nitro the round. 1-0 in the favor of Nitro. And we're going to see a very similar setup this round. Again, the 2-2-1. Colin holding a really crucial position here. He's able to smoke off a lot from this mid area. We're going to find him. He's on the sheriff. He's feeling good. Looks like we have some noise coming B. We see the Waylay. Caden's going to find it through the smoke. Great shots there for Caden. Excuse me. And looks like we're going to see a little bit of a flank here. Ethan and Little Ben going to try and catch the collab team off guard. Little Ben going to find two. And Colin going to find the third. And Ethan going to clean it up for the final kill of the round. 2-0 in the favor of Nitro. Nitro just absolutely not being afraid to contest this team. Running it down, taking advantage of their mistakes. Nitro playing out of their mind so far. Colin hitting some crazy shots. Little Ben also popping off so far. Taking a quick look at the scoreboard, we see Little Ben with 4, Colin and Ethan both with 2, and Caden and Big Ben cleaning it up with 1. Everyone's doing their part so far. Let's see how much longer that can stay the same. A lot of util gets dumped A side here. Couple smokes, Jeff smoke. Saw the KO knife come out as well. A little bit, I think, messed up the Raze drone there. Started to bounce back in the wrong direction. Little Ben gonna find a great shot there. And unfortunately, sprays a little bit too much. I see Caden use the camera here. Finds the Cypher, misses the stun. Gets a quick trade. A 2v3 scenario. They're actually down numbers here, but good shots there from Big Ben. Big Ben hurt a lot, though. He did get the detection with his knife, so he knows where the Sage is. Jet probably not far at this point. We could actually expect a rotate here. But the collab team not having a lot of time. They're going to have to make a move if they want to do it. Big Ben holding a really good angle. Caden actually is seeing if the rotate came out. Oh, and unfortunately caught out using some util there. Now Big Ben on 37 health. Has to do it himself, but if there's anyone can do it, it's the little brother of the Clutch Queen. And great shots there from the Jet, picking up 4 kills, giving Collab a little bit of momentum as they close the gap, 2-1. We are seeing the exact same layout. Colin gonna move a little bit more, favoring that B site instead of that A site this time, potentially trying to give himself a little bit more range when it comes to the smokes on B site instead of A. Ben looks like he's gonna have a crazy lineup here with the KO knife. And little Ben gonna go down. That's actually a pretty big kill there on the Collab team side. Ethan gonna go down as well. A lot of pressure probably A side at this point. A side being completely free. Nitro needs to start to collapse here onto A. Caden kind of stuck mid, going through market here. Gonna pick up his trip mine. Gonna use it at mid to make sure no one tries to flank. But Big Ben went down. A 2v5 at this point. Colin's still on the Sheriff. Now, unfortunately can't find a shot on the waylay. And the Jet with a quick 3. Good job from the Collab team to tie the game back up 2-2. I think Nitro kind of slowed down a little bit. And honestly, I think it's biting them in the booty. They need to play aggressive. They need to catch this team off guard. Colin might have a crazy peek here. He might have been instructed from Coach Ben to do something. He's going to jump peek. Ethan's going to go down quick. He sees 2. Tries to get a wallbang. He does. Unfortunately, though, the waylay going to pick up the trade. But 3v4, this is still anyone's round. It looks like Nitro potentially going to rotate to A. We're going to see the enemy KO knife come out. Loban going to close the door to market. Here's a lot of noise coming B though. Sees the smoke. But Big Ben's going to fall. Caden's going to fall as well. What a good... Oh my gosh, what a crazy 2K there from Little Ben. Oh my gosh, what a crazy 3K. Oh my gosh, and it clutches the round. Little Ben on the 4K. That is exactly the kind of momentum that Nitro needed to put themselves back in this game, to make sure that they're feeling good, they're feeling comfortable, and this is still their game to control. Congratulations to Little Ben. And switching up the defensive stack here a little bit. And it looks like we have a lot of noise A. We're going to find Ethan here. He's going to wait for his teammates. They're going to play this very smart, try to take heaven. Nitro securing that round as well. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Communicating a little bit. Working on getting my guest caster in here. We're going to have a guest. I talked about it a little bit. And we're seeing a very similar defensive stack here. 3 going B. Ethan holding A by himself. It worked last time. And what a great KO knife there from Big Ben. And a great ult there from Little Ben. Only able to find one, though. And he biffs his grenade. Having so much intel where they're at, though. Big Ben actually biffs his grenade as well. Great kills there from Owls, but Colin able to clean up, get the trade. Gonna rotate mid here. Colin seeing a couple, unable to find a kill. Actually, a quick trade coming out. A great flash there from Big Ben as he picks up the Cypher. 3v1 here. Big Ben gonna go down, but Little Ben gonna clean up for the round. 5-2 in the favor of Nitro. All right, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Just trying to figure out the last couple technical issues. There we go. We see a couple of trades coming out. We see the jet ult, actually. Colin gonna find the jet, shutting down that ult. Colin gonna find another. Alrighty. Nitro doing a great job so far. Keeping it 6-2, trying to keep this game out of reach for the collab team. Valorant's such a heavy momentum-based game. Very hard to turn it around once you start to dig that hole. And we're going to see an aggressive 4-stack B. Not finding anybody. Big Ben playing a little bold there with a quick rotate through mid, but Ethan gonna find a quick kill on A. That's exactly what they needed to keep this round in the reach for them, as now they have control, they have the favor, numbers up. Ethan trying to find a little bit of a wallbang head dink. Gets a good flash, he finds one. Jet finding a quick 2 though in response. Jet finding a quick 4 in response is what I mean to say. Finally, Caden able to clean it up in a 2v1 scenario. As long as Nitro plays together, they can win this. And Colin gonna clean up the final kill on the waylay and get the defuse to secure Nitro this 7-2. Finally, looks like we're seeing a little bit of a switch up. Caden gonna lock down B site. We're gonna see actually a more standard setup here for the Cypher on this map, with the trip and the camera in this top window, getting so much good intel. The only problem with this setup is because it's so standard, very easy to anticipate and expect. But he sees 2. Camera's still not destroyed yet. That's a lot of intel for this Nitro roster. Colin doing a bunch of spraying. Actually, Big Ben going down, though, through mid. We're going to find Ethan here. Sees, well, saw Cypher mid. He gets a good head dink. Tying the round back up, 4-4. And we're going to see the ult come out here from Ethan. Let's see if he can find a couple. He finds the jet. That's a great kill from him. Big Ben is able to pick up the KO. Unfortunately, well, quick 4, but Ethan able to shut down the waylay and secure Nitro the round. 3 from him, 4 from the waylay. Unfortunately, just not enough on the side of the collab team. Nitro able to pick up the round. Ethan here holding a crazy angle. Sees two, actually. Can't find a kill. We're going to see the waylay dash back. Ethan playing so aggressive, overextending a little bit. Is able to find the Cypher through the Cypher cage. That's a great kill for him, especially not having sight there. Spike is down. It looks like it did just get picked up, though. And it looks like we're going to rotate back to A here, back to sight. And we saw the KO dart. And Ethan going to find one. He backs up so quickly. Make sure he doesn't overextend. He's playing with his team. We're going to see the opposition KO knife come out. Ethan here going to hold a crazy angle. Actually going to give it up. We're going to see the Sage ult come out. That's a good revive on the waylay. Unfortunately, Ethan, though, not looking that direction. Great kill there from the Jet. Ethan able to clean it up, though. Get the trade. Keeping that advantage on the side of Nitro. Ethan able to pick up the fourth. Can he find five? He finds the fifth. Gets the sixth. More than an ace, technically. Congratulations, Ethan. What a great round from you. 9-2 in the favor of Nitro. Nitro's got to be feeling good about themselves. Take a quick look at the scoreboard. Ethan, Little Ben, and Colin all keeping it close, all having a little bit of a fun game, fun competition, not only against the other team, but with themselves, with each other, trying to see who can keep up the most kills. Ethan holding this same position. Very aggressively swings. Looks like we have a lot of noise A site though. Oh, unfortunately Ethan gets called out with the Jet ult, but is able to get around it. Ethan's gonna pop his ult, find the KO. Doesn't find anybody else, but still had that second life. And he's actually gonna go the same way through tree here. This is a little bit of a bold play from him, especially with just him and Little Ben. And wow, the waylay just finding a quick 4. And now Nitro being on attack side here. Nitro definitely trying to close this game out as quickly as possible. Looks like we're going to see a little bit of a different tech here from Coach Ben. And at this point, 9-3, you're able to experiment. Coach Ben wanting to work on as much strategy as he can. We're going to see the KO dart here come out from the other team. And Waylay going to find a quick 1. Big Ben going to pick up the Sheriff and just completely back up. And we are absolutely running down mid, clearing every corner that we can, and playing together as a team. On the flank, though. And Big Ben left all by himself on a 4v1. But he can do it. And Waylay absolutely ego challenges him. She is successful in that challenge. No need to panic here if you're on the side of Nitro. No need to stress. You still have quite a good advantage. Still chilling at this point. Still feeling comfortable. Just maybe need to go back to playing their game. Playing a little bit more calm. They know the threats on this collab team. As long as they play together, then they can clean this up. We're going to see a crazy lineup here from Big Ben. And there it is. Let's see how many this detains potentially. And that doesn't find any. It's destroyed very quickly. I assume that probably hit heaven somewhere. A great kill there from Ethan to give Nitro the lead in this round. And Sight is free right now. Plant's going to go down. Big Ben with a crazy jump, though. Crazy challenge on the jet. Only have a Sheriff, though. That was a bold decision from him. And a lot of quick kills coming through. Ethan on 3, though. And they both know, everyone knows where the waylay is at. They can just hold her angle. But no one's playing with Ethan. Ethan's in a 1, and he unfortunately can't find the kill. Kaden and Big Ben need to play this together. They know where she's at. Very interesting decision there, just trying to buy time. And Kaden on the good wall bang to pick up the final kill and give Nitro the round. 10-4, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we're going to potentially 5-stack B here. Just run it down. Actually playing kind of slow, expecting some Cypher util, but we see the KO knife. We're going to see that waylay dash in. She regretted that decision. Probably took a lot of damage there. Ethan going to find one. We're going to see the flash come out from Big Ben. He flashes himself. But Little Ben able to pick up a kill. Good kills there from Big Ben, or Little Ben, excuse me. There's too many Bens. Colin sees someone. Little Ben gonna come and pick up the kill, clean it up for him. And the 4K for Little Ben. He is absolutely feeling himself this game. Not his first time doing that. Interesting grenade jump there from Little Ben. Clearing this move, gonna shut the door. A-Site completely free right now. And the waylay ult here. Good kills there from Ethan on the 3K. Can he find the ace? I know he's hungry for it. He finds the 4th. Can he find the ace? He's hunting for it. He's already had 1 numbers-wise. And he gets the ace. His 2nd of the game. Ethan absolutely cooking this game, ladies and gentlemen. At this point, splitting up for a push B to A set here. Actually could see some rotating through mid. And we have Colin on the op here. Surprised that he's not actually one of the people rotating through that mid. Colin gonna try and find an op shot, but they're actually gonna rotate to A. Little Ben gonna pick up the jet. And there goes Plant. And it is down. Control over this ace by Little Ben finding 2. He's on the 4K. Oh, but he is unfortunately dead. He cannot find the ace. And Colin is going to pick up the final kill of the game, giving it to Fahal and Campbell and Nitro. Congratulations to this Nitro roster. Taking a quick look at the scoreboard here before we go back to me. Wow, what a game from everybody. Everybody pulling their weight, playing so well. It's time for my favorite segment. It's time for some interviews. So, as we filter some people up here and get some interviews, you guys will be the first ones to know it. And looks like I'm going to have the two-time ace himself, the headset, my brother, the headset. What is going on, Ethan? Talk to me how you're feeling a little bit after those two matches, or that match, sorry.
Feeling pretty good. Went really well.
Yeah, you know, we saw you got one true ace, one kind of unofficial with just a number of kills. Talk to me a little bit about what those aces or even 4Ks do for not only you as an individual, but also how they help your team keep that momentum high.
It definitely boosts our mental. Like, you know, we're going to win this. We can do it. We did really well that round. We can do that again next round.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you guys trying a couple different things, really not being afraid to switch up your play style a little bit. Can you talk to me about potentially what you guys, or even what Coach Ben was telling you guys to not be afraid to try new things?
Yeah, you always got to switch it up mid-game to keep them guessing so they can't figure out what we're doing through the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Ethan, I really don't have a lot. You know, you guys played phenomenally. I think it showed tonight. I mean, what, the 13-4 victory? So congratulations. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll let you get back to celebrating with your team.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Yep, you as well. Alrighty, next interview is Caden. My go, Caden. I think this is his first time on the stream, first time on the camera. The headset. And here he comes, Caden. First off, yeah, of course. First off, welcome. I think this is your first time up here.
Yes, it is.
Welcome up to the booth, and what a way to celebrate your first time coming up here. Can you talk to me a little bit about how you're feeling after that victory?
Pretty good. Feel like I didn't do too much to set some stuff up, but
Hey, you know, I think one of the things that, especially, I know you're a little more of a Sentinel player. You know, Sentinel's not out there getting all the kills, doing all the flashy stuff, but you're consistent. You're using your util how you're told to, how your teammates want you to. You're getting the intel. You know, you're doing your part. You know, so you played phenomenally. We saw a lot of good util. Talking about that, though, can you talk to me a little bit about how it feels for you as a player that's still kind of learning the game and growing in the game to play with some of these guys that just seem incredible?
it feels pretty good. I feel driven to get better, of course.
Absolutely.
I want to keep up.
Absolutely. That's what we love to hear. And so we touched on the Sentinel main, right? I believe you're a Sentinel main. Can you talk to me a little bit about why Sentinel and what kind of drew you to that class and that play style?
Having knowledge of the battlefield. Best part about it, you know where everyone is, you know how to set stuff up better, instead of not knowing anything and just diving in.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Caden, thank you so much. I look forward to talking to you more, hopefully for Valorant, maybe even for Rivals here and there. Congratulations on your win tonight, and thank you for your time up here.
All right, hope to see you again.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, and it looks like might be my last player interview. I'm not too sure. I might go Big Ben, the IGL king himself. First off, Big Ben, IGL that game, did you do it?
Yeah,
How did it feel that game after that dominant victory?
very good.
So obviously you guys you're able to rely on Coach Ben a little bit, but talk to me a little bit about how when you're in that IGL role, even with Coach Ben there as that safety net, you're really making sure that you and all your teammates are on the same page and playing to the best of your abilities.
Yeah, I made sure they were working together, using their abilities right, not pushing out by themselves, making sure they were trading off of each other, basically making sure that they were playing off of each other more. Less like making the plays, but more making sure they were playing with each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Almost just creating that awareness, right?
Yeah.
Not actually dictating plays and that kind of stuff, but yeah, creating that awareness. We saw you having an alright game, using your util pretty well. I'm pretty sure this is a little bit of an off agent for you. Correct me if I'm kind of wrong about that. But honestly, something that we know you guys are capable of doing is you guys are growing and learning this kind of stuff. Can you talk to me a little bit about not only what it means for you as the IGL, but also what it means for you to see your friends and your teammates kind of get better every week and handle teams like these?
It's great. I like seeing like our Phoenix, Ethan. He went crazy. He did super well. He aced like 3 times.
Yeah.
And sometimes he doesn't do too great, but I like it when my teammates do well.
Yeah, absolutely. Someone that definitely leads from the back, which you are, which is something that we love to see. And finally here, talk to me a little bit about Coach Ben and what he's doing to make sure that you feel supported in that role of IGL.
He's making sure I'm making the right plays, making sure I'm like telling teams the right things, making sure I am actually doing my job as the IGL and leading the team.
Perfect. Well, Big Ben, thank you so much for your time up here. Congratulations on your victory tonight. I always love when you get to come up here. I get to pick your brain a little bit. So looking forward to seeing you again. I know your time in the booth is not in a distant future kind of thing. So that being said, again, thank you and congratulations.
Well, thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think my last, but not least, my GOAT. Here he comes. He's thinking. Looks like he's talking to a parent right now, so you have to give him a second. But I know he's coming. He is ready. Cannot wait to pick his brain a little bit. Coach Ben, the absolute mastermind behind this Nitro team. He deserves just about as much credit as he can get. Just waiting for him to wrap up this conversation. Believe he is talking about a future tournament that we are competing in. So just trying to get some of those details squared away. But I know Coach Ben wants to come up to the booth. So we will absolutely wait for Coach Ben. Still just waiting. Sorry about this. Here he comes. He was just unaware, but now we got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
What's going on, everybody?
Here he is, my GOAT, Coach Ben. 13-4. Talk to me a little bit about that.
I mean, it is what it is, you know. Another week, another win. You know, it was a good battle. You know, they had 2 extremely well players.
Absolutely.
You know, 19, 20-ish kills, you know, and they were absolutely leading their roster. You know, stopping us in our tracks. You know, there are a couple rounds, you know, if we miss that shot, you know, they get the win. So
110%.
So shout out to their team. You know, it's a collab team. You know, we don't see too many of those, and they did very well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we got to talk about him. Ethan, the double acer. Someone that, you know, we don't always see the most consistent play from him, but when he's on it, he's feeling himself, and he is on it. Can you talk to me a little bit about not only the work you've done with him, but the work you've done with everybody to make sure that they know that they can play the game at high level?
Yeah, for sure. You know, shout out Ethan. You know, he's a grinder, man. You know, we started out when he came here, Iron 2. You know,
yeah,
and he's
absolutely.
had a huge improvement since, you know, about 8, 9, almost a year ago. You know, being one of the earlier group of kids. And, you know, now he's at a point where he's peaked gold. You know, he's played on Smite. He's played on Nitro. He's going to be playing in PA Cup. And, you know, this is a great thing to see, you know, kind of leading into the tournament. And a lot of it has, you know, just been work on aim, work on your characters, and, you know, the team play will come week after week after week. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to talk about not only him, but the big 3, the friendship, Little Ben, Colin, and Ethan. These guys have been competing. They want to put their names back into the race on the Smite roster. Is there anything that you're keeping an eye on when watching these games for Nitro?
Yeah, I mean, it's all they talk about.
Absolutely.
You know, it's not really about who's going to play on what team at this point. It really is just who's going to fit in that team chemistry. And honestly, those 3 have such great chemistry. I mean, I don't want to split them up. You know what I mean? They do a phenomenal job. So, a lot of stuff that I'm kind of looking for, just in case, there needs to be a sub some weeks, or, maybe next season we'll change up some rosters and mix things up, because
It's
you never
always
know.
possible.
You
Yeah.
never know. It's just continuously seeing the improvement. It doesn't just have to be rank, but just as a player, are you growing, and how has that growth? How is it being shown?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Coach Ben, thank you so much for your time up here. It's always a
Thank you.
pleasure to have you in the booth. Congratulations on your victory tonight, and I'll let you go
All right, thank
address your
you.
team. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us here at Valhalla Camp Hill. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, watching some Valorant. It was a quick match. I apologize for that, but it was a great match. Great plays on the sides of both teams. Nitro and the collab team, both teams fought hard. They wanted to prove themselves here, and Nitro just squeezing it out a little bit more. Shout out again to both teams. But with that being said, we will be back next week for our regularly scheduled programming. So Monday, we will have Fortnite duos. You guys will get to deal with me again. With that being said, that is it for myself, Coach Christian, and from everybody here at Valhalla Camp Hill. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you guys on Monday. Good night, everybody.